After Russia and China, the US is now also taking its hypersonic weapons game to the next level. The country has introduced a brand new hypersonic missile, and it is unlike any other missile before. Now, what makes this missile so special? Well, before we see, kindly subscribe to the channel so you do not miss any of our future content. The Gambit is faster than any hypersonic missile before it, and this owes to its powerful engine, which can even power fighter planes and ships from the Navy. The word hypersonic typically can be used to describe the speed of any vehicle that goes at Mach 5 or faster, but a hypersonic missile has to meet even more requirements. It has to be able to travel at these blurry speeds and also move in a way that is unpredictable and erratic. To evade air defense systems, this movement is essential. Hypersonic missiles of today can change direction while in flight, and this makes them very hard to stop. The defense missiles can't just fly into their path after all. Even if this happens, the hypersonic missile would just change its course, and when all of this is happening at Mach speeds, the defense missile doesn't have a lot of chances. The fact that these hypersonic missiles operate in different parts of the atmosphere also makes it hard to track them. They go much higher than slower subsonic missiles, but much lower than intercontinental ballistic missiles. This means that they fly in a middle area that neither the US, nor Russia, nor China is used to defending. To top off their invincibility, hypersonic missiles during flight form plasma clouds that absorb radio waves and protect them from radar detection. Nonetheless, these stealth weapons have one serious drawback. They cost a lot of money. A recent study by the US Department of Defense shows that each hypersonic weapon that is being made could cost as much as $106 million. But this is where a new missile will enter the picture. One that is cheaper, can fly faster, and go farther. The Gambit missile, introduced in July 2022, was made to have all the destructive power of a hypersonic missile, all the while using a new method of propulsion, the rotating detonation engine, or the RDE. In rotating detonation engines, the waves move around a circular channel inside the engine, reusing the same thrust over and over again. And even though more fuel is used to recycle thrust, it takes a lot less to run the engine. Unlike many other engines, RDE puts out thrust all the time, resulting in better efficiency. The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency wants to take advantage of this principle, and this was made clear on July 18th when they put out a special note about the missile and asked companies to bid on developing a new rotating detonation propulsion system that would allow for a low-cost, short-range weapon that could be made in large quantities and used for air-to-ground strikes in an anti-access environment. This anti-access environment could be anywhere American forces are fighting, but there is one of these places that has been the focus of many defense efforts in recent years: the 1,000-mile-plus denial bubble starting from the coast of China. Since anti-ship weapons are getting better, fighters would be the best choice for this environment. But the US's main carrier-based fighters, the F-35C and F/A-18 Super Hornet, have a combat radius of fewer than 650 miles. Without longer-range weapons, this means that carriers would have to sail into danger to launch combat sorts. But this problem can be fixed by Gambit missile. If you're enjoying the video, kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button. The Gambit missile could also be useful in other ways, like perfecting the rotating detonation engine to power the Air Force's fighter jets and the Navy's ships that don't use nuclear power. This would give them up to 10% more thrust, 25% better fuel efficiency, and save the government hundreds of millions of dollars. The Gambit program that would create this engine first is expected to be done in two 18-month stages. In the first stage, competitors will finish their preliminary designs and do a small number of tests. In the second, designs will be finalized and full-scale flight tests of an RDE system will be done. Until the program and other American hypersonic programs reach their later stages, China will be in the lead when it comes to these weapons. As we've already said, hypersonic missiles can turn and fly at very high speeds. Still, when a weapon is called a hypersonic missile, only the Mach 5 speeds are taken into account. This is true of Russia's hypersonic missiles, especially the Kinzhal, which is just a short-range ballistic missile that can reach hypersonic speeds. According to the modern definition of a hypersonic missile, China's DF-ZF is the most advanced and true hypersonic missile in the world right now. It has blurry speeds and the ability to turn. Which country will win this race of hypersonic weaponry? Will it be China or Russia? Or will the Gambit missile blow both of these countries out of the water? Tell us in the comments below. This brings us to the end of the video. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and sharing so we can keep bringing more content like this. See you next time.